All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, they say there can never be development in the absence of peace. That was why Peter Obi said one of the things he must do as president is to meet with and dialogue with every group of agitators in Nigeria, which is not insurgency. By that, he meant groups like IPOB, Oduduwa agitators, SHITES, Niger Delta militants. But under the APC, the reverse is the case. The APC uses force where dialogue is required, and they try to use dialogue where brute force should be applied. And the result is serious chaos, like what we are witnessing in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, today. Ever since the End Bad Governance protest ended on the 10th of August, it has been from one protest to another across Nigeria. From Ondo women protesting half naked over killings by Fulani headsmen, we saw the market women in Ogun State protesting against the brutality and corruption of the Nigerian customs. Then we saw police officers protesting in Uyo over unpaid salaries, while hungry women flooded the governor's office in another southwest state. But the worst post-end bad governance protest so far is the one that took place in Abuja today. And this happened when the SHITES movement clashed with police officers. And as we speak, about 6 police officers are confirmed dead, and many SHITE members are dead too. And somebody should talk to the police officers in the FCT. If they allow Nyesom Wike to keep pushing them to behave irrationally, they will just be wasting their lives. Now, where was Wike when police officers were losing their lives in the riots that burst out in Abuja today? Before I show you videos of that riot and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that got many Nigerians talking because of the level of hypocrisy in the video. The hypocrisy in this video stinks to the high heavens. Let's take a look.
The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, said only 3 universities approved in Togo and 5 in Benin Republic, while noting that any Nigerian who has attended a solely English university since 2017 is parading a fake certificate.
Because we'll have to take some major decisions here, some staff who are affected, face disciplinary measures, and that whole unit went through some kind of review. But by and large, we cannot have in our midst people who procure certificates, fake certificates, and come to compete with our students who graduated from universities and polytechnics through their sweat. Some spending 4, 5, 6 or more years and going out to compete with people who simply procure the certificate right here without going anywhere for a lot of them. So what the fake now approved is through the data which NYC has, about 21,684 students are parading fake certificates from Benin Republic, obtained between 2019 to 2023. Togo, about 1,105. How did that happen? They simply attended schools which are not recognized by their countries, by those countries. Remember, this point is extremely important. The recognition itself is in those countries, or non-recognition is in those countries. They are not institutions recognized to offer degree programs in those countries.
You heard that. Now, God forbid that I make a case for those parading fake certificates. God forbid. I believe they should be punished accordingly. But the question is, what about many of you politicians parading fake certificates? What about the Chicago State University saga that shook the whole world? Everybody in the world heard about it. The matter has been swept under the carpet, but now you want to act swift. In a matter of months, you have been able to discover the exact figure of people who are parading fake certificates, and then you are withdrawing the certificates. They are going to be punished. What about your colleagues that are throwing fake university certificates and fake NYSC discharge certificates in our faces? And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. And this tweet here by Stallion says, FG will ban fake certificates from Togo, Benin Republic, but not from Chicago. Now wow, my brother. And Ugo here says, they should approach the Supreme Court because Supreme Court judgment upheld that fake certificate doesn't matter. This is a brilliant idea. Yes, I think they should approach the Supreme Court because clearly fake certificates were tendered before the Supreme Court on numerous occasions, and the politicians involved got away with it. So I think these students should approach the Supreme Court. And Ghost here says, what about the one from Chicago? That is the prime example that everyone is using. And this tweet here by Jasper says, at Nigerian government, what of the fake certificate from our Chicago state? Chai. And Ayodeji here screamed, he said Chicago. Meaning, if we are talking about certificates that are not genuine, that is where we should start from. Why are you disturbing NYSC students? And this goes to show that in Nigeria, the law only works on the masses. What a shame. The masses must understand that they are on their own. Politicians will forgive themselves of high-profile forgery, but indict the common man for lesser versions of it. The people must rise and ensure that we have a country that works for all of us. Point blank, period. Now, let us take a look at that heavy riot that took place in Abuja today. Now, here is the background to the story. The Shites were carrying out what they call the Arba'in Walk. The Arba'in Walk is a symbolic trek, which started on Saturday, 24th of August, and it is to commemorate and mourn the killing of the Shite Imam, Imam Hussein, who was killed many years ago in Iraq. It's something like a celebration for them. And it started yesterday. They walked yesterday. We didn't hear that anything happened. But Wike instructed police in the FCT to go and tear gas them today to make sure that that walk does not take place. I don't know why they did that. And the police went there and began tear gassing them, and heavy riot broke out. As I'm talking to you, many policemen, about 6 of them, have been confirmed dead. Many other innocent Nigerians were killed and their properties destroyed. Many cars and buses, parked outside Wuse Market were burnt down to ashes. That was the situation in the city of Abuja today. Let's take some of the videos from that riot. You saw that. That was how it began. They were walking and then the police crossed them in front, and then the altercation began. You saw the crowd there. I don't know if I'm a policeman. You cannot send me into that kind of crowd to tell me to go and do something when it's not as if they are wreaking havoc or anything. But these police guys, obeyed the last order and they went to block them and they began tear gassing them, and it degenerated into this. See the video. You saw the riot there, and it continued for several hours. And at the end of the day, look at the results. I had to cover, the fire because of some restrictions on this app. And after this video, I will show you some more pictures of the destruction that took place in Wuse today. See the video.
Look at the vehicle being bombed at Wuse Market. At Wuse. At Wuse. Look. Look. Just look. Yeah, this one is just look at police vehicle. Look at police vehicle and response now. Look. Look. Wow. Look now. That's one. At Wuse Market here. What the fuck? Police vehicle. They even buy one police. They quite almost use it and do it. Ah, wow. As when they come from beggar like this, motor, all of them just they run. All of them they go back. Now say, at least man rich. I want to stop drop us for after for Arab.
You saw that. It was really a very, very big riot in Wuse in Abuja today. 6 police officers already confirmed dead. And I said I was going to show you some pictures. This is a picture here of 2 officers. Look at them lying there. I don't know why I would call myself a police officer and anything they tell me to do, I'll just jump and go and do it. Say that I'm obeying the last order. When I have my own family, I have my own wife and children that I'm raising in this country, I'll act blind as if I'm not seeing everything that is happening in this country. I don't know why these men are risking their lives like this. And look at this picture. This particular police officer had to run into a compound when he was wounded. He was bleeding all over. And those people were good Samaritans. They began treating him. There's a video of him, but the blood was just too much. I can't put it here. Gory video. These men just left their houses this morning to go and endanger their lives over nothing. And the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, is nowhere to be found. He'll tell you people, do this, do that. And when you go outside to do it, how much is the allowance that they give to you people? It can't be more than 20,000 naira, 30,000 naira that they give you to risk your lives. And if you know that you have this kind of liver, if you know, say, you get mind like this, why don't you use it against the oppressors? They will never do that. They prefer to clamp down on defenseless Nigerians. And that is why they will continue to suffer. Someone once said, it is very difficult for you to see a retired police officer who is doing well. Why won't it be like that when all you attract daily from Nigerians are curses? Maltreating people up and down. They will tell you police is your friend. You go to police station, they maltreat you. You think even when you go to report a case, you must pay before leaving there. They treat you like a criminal once you step foot into that place. And that is why Nigeria is the way it is. Every sector complaining. Look at ASU threatening to go on strike. They said in the next 21 days, if their demands are not met, they are going to go on strike. Resident doctors are planning to go on strike. Everybody is sick and tired of the country because nobody is willing to take responsibility. And all of us will now start suffering it together. Because everything boils down to leadership. I keep saying it. If leadership is not good, nobody will rest. And that is why I keep saying I want the hardship to continue. Some people have been maltreated again today in Abuja. Let it continue. Let our freedom continue to be trampled upon. Let hunger continue to increase. Let the hardship increase. Let unemployment increase. If it is going to force Nigerians to start thinking straight, then so be it. How can we be a country of over 200 million people and then few people, less than 10,000, less than 10,000 people will be controlling the entire resources, dominating us to our injury, because we have refused to let go of these sentiments of tribe and religion. So, if hardship is going to make us wake up and begin to do the right thing, then so be it. Nigerians should suffer until they are able to tell themselves that enough is enough. This cannot continue in a land that we have so much. And when we start thinking in that direction, maybe we will be able to drop all these sentiments that are holding us back. And I am saying it, that when we do and we unite, we can easily take our country back. And if we take this country back, it will not take many years, as people are saying. It's just a matter of having the right people in the right places who are ready to say the truth, who have the political will to deal with the problems bedeviling us. Because we have what it takes to solve those problems. Corruption in the subsidy regime, corruption in the security apparatus that have prevented us from surmounting insecurity. Once we take care of all those things, in a matter of months, getting to 1, 2, 3 years, this country will stand back and begin to take its position in the Committee of Nations. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go.